Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and the nerfs are now officially live on the Hearthstone servers. We've had nerfs to Standard and Wild, the Quest Bloodbloom in Wild, and then a bunch of Demon Hunter cards and other stuff. But this video is going to be talking about how the nerfs, as I predicted for Quest Mage, have effectively done nothing to the deck. We played it for about 25-ish games on stream today, and in those games, two whole games were actually affected by having to cast more spells for your quest reward. So if you're not aware, Quest Mage was nerfed. Open the Waygate. Now you have to cast 8 spells instead of 6. Which you would think, well, 2 spells, maybe that's enough to really move the needle on the deck. No, it really doesn't. The meta has already digressed to a point in Wild where it's hyper aggro versus Quest Mage, because the only thing that beats Quest Mage is hyper aggro. So when you're playing Quest Mage, the only way you really beat, or have ever really beat aggro, is to high roll your early game. You get your Licensed Adventurer, you get your Questing Explorer, and then you get your Flame Waker, you get your Girl and Cyclone and cheap spells and clear the board, generate a bunch of spells, and then tempo out a bunch of giants, and then you might play the quest, you might not, but that's how you win. And then against the late game decks, well, you just kind of play it slow, build up your pool resource of spells, and then get the quest done and just go in with a bunch of giants and kill your opponent. Neither of these are really racing to get your quests complete. It's pretty rare that you're racing to get the quest complete, unless you're like in the mirror. But because it's the mirror, both of you have to get to 8 spells, so that kind of like is null and void. The nerf to the mirror is completely rendered pointless because, well, you both have to do 8, so that doesn't matter. Against aggro, it's more about just high rolling your early game in your evocation and your sorcerer's apprentice, so it doesn't really affect that. And then against the slow decks, you have all the time in the world to complete your quest, get your giants, go in on Vargoth or Flamewaker or however you want to build the deck, and you win it that way. This nerf did nothing. I said it was going to do nothing, and I know it's only day 1, and again, I always get this, it's what the meta settle. It's already Quest Mage versus aggro on ladder. I had like 40 to 30% mirrors, and every other deck was hyper aggro, except for that one odd shaman that kicked my ass. Let's not talk about that. The nerfs just completely missed the point. The problem with Quest Mage is how you cheat mana with Apprentice, and how quickly you can play the quest or play it with Vargoth and Reno Quest Mage. Apprentice is the #1 offender in the deck. When I made my video way back when on how to balance Wild, Apprentice was #1 on my list to nerf, and it still is true. I said Apprentice, I think Ray of Frost, because, well, Ray of Frost enables her and all that shit. And then you have the quest reward. Those were the 3 I recommended, and my mind hasn't changed on that, especially regarding Apprentice and the quest reward. This nerf, I just don't understand. If you're going to make a nerf to address a deck, you need to nerf what actually is the fundamental issue with the deck, in how it's not interactive, it's not fun for your opponent to just watch you spam a bunch of 0 mana spells and kill you giants, or just clear your board, or whatever. Slowing the quest down 1 turn just doesn't matter. And guess what? In those 2 games where the quest actually was slowed down, it actually changed how I would have played the game, and the nerf was relevant. In those 2 games, I won both of them. It slowed me down a little bit, but I still won. So yeah, I'm not impressed with the nerfs. I feel like if they're going to make Wild nerfs, they should consult people that play Wild. Consult people like Jack, like Corbett, like Getmeow, like myself, like whoever has played High Legend Wild Ladder on a consistent basis. They're kind of winging it, and it shows. They hit the mark on Bloodbloom because, well, it's easy to bump it by 2 mana. Quest Mage is not as simple as fixing 1 mana cost. There's a fundamental issue with the deck, and it really comes down to Apprentice and the reward. I want to highlight a couple of games from today that just show you how it really hasn't changed. I highlighted a game where it was relevant that I couldn't play the quest, but I beat aggro the way I usually do. And then I just showed you, facing the slow strategies, it's the exact same. It's just not different, and that's not good if you're actually trying to change the meta by nerfing it. So, hope you enjoy the games. Hope you understand my argument. Let me know if you disagree, agree in the comments. I'd be interested to hear. And yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. We're closing in on 2,500 subs, so thank you guys for that. Have a great day. Stay salty, my friends. Or else I couldn't do that, but I did. I had to get 3 0-mana evocations. Or 3 0-mana spells. But I did. It's random. I mean, I have to, right? I never, like, I have to somehow, if he has ship's cannon, deal with it. I never win this fucking matchup, because they always high roll me, but... what option do I have? I have to high roll them, but... they always have Embiggen in their deck that... it's whatever. Do our best. It's pretty much unwinnable matchup. He top decked a playable 1 or 3 drop. Or 2 drop. Yeah, I mean, we just play this and hope to get something good. Stats, we'll take it. If we find a girl, we could maybe do something if he doesn't have the perfect top deck here. That was his top deck on 1. So it wouldn't be embiggened yet. Wow, okay. Might just play Evocation here. Kinda have to. The nuts. At least I got a Pyroblast that I can never play. But I can cheat out a Giant next turn. But yeah, that was pretty bad. I wasn't really expecting anything good coming from it, but... yeah, it was basically what I expected. Okay. He runs that card for some reason. So you can play this. This goes to 3. So 5. It puts us ahead on board. This is going to be the first game where it might actually matter. Because any spell would complete and then I would just win. But this might be the first game where it actually does matter. Yeah, so this is the first game it mattered. We would have won this already. But we'll see if we still win. But we can document the first game where it mattered for sure. 1 of 12. See? The nerfed. It mattered. It was relevant. The one time it was relevant, we win. I love it. Against Embiggen on 1. Alright. So far we have yet to have a game where it actually mattered, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me and luck don't go together, unfortunately. I haven't won a game either, but that has nothing to do with the nerf. Would have lost these games pre-nerf as well. So again, I'm not sure what the purpose of the nerf is.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Shenvala? I don't know. I've never liked the card. Like, it's a 3-mana 2/5 where you can cheat it out with evocation, but I don't know. I just don't know what it's doing in the deck. It doesn't really accomplish what you want to do. But not a huge proponent on it. You can run it, I guess. Just I don't know what you're putting in instead. I rather run draw and card generation. That's my deck. It's draw, card generation, and giants. That's it. This guy doesn't want to tap. Oh, drawn all the minions again. So he doesn't want to tap, which means he has a specific Void Caller Void Demon in hand. Oh, that's fun and wacky combo. Never get sick of this ever. He hasn't even tapped yet, by the way. He hasn't even tapped yet, and he still has, like, the perfect hand. Alright, well, that's the perfect hand for me. I got nothing off of that. That sucks. Let's do this. Get an evocation. I get 4 spells, maybe? Sure. Somehow didn't kill that, but I don't want to play the project because the guy actually hasn't tapped, so I don't want to give him cards. And our quest would have been complete, but again, it's not relevant because I wouldn't be playing it yet anyways. I'd still be playing these spells. So this is likely another game where it's not relevant. This dude has not tapped once. It's crazy. So our thing is done. Quest is done. Same as it would have been pretty much before. 1 turn later, I would not have played it. So this is another game where it does not matter. And we're not putting whether we win or lose. That's irrelevant. We're putting in doesn't matter. He actually tapped. Okay. Sure. He can have the Mal'Ganuses, I really don't care. Polyam? No. He's gonna pay 9 mana for that. I have Polymorph in hand. What the hell do I care about that? Seems good. It's irritating. I guess I just ditched that. I mean, he drops Mal'Ganis and then what? He's dead. I just play Vargoth Giant Quest and he's dead. Oh, he has the other thing. Okay. Still just dead, but sure. Wow, okay. That is the fastest concede I've ever seen to something you shouldn't concede that fast. Wasn't actually guaranteed to kill him, by the way. The poly could have screwed me, but he was out. But the nerfs aren't relevant, so it probably won't be, because you're just still going to lose to Demon Hunter. And that's kind of the problem. So yeah, we're trying Star Scryer instead of Research Project or Book. Because I want to draw my spells, and I hate books so much that I'd rather run this piece of crap. How do you think of Odd Demon Hunter with the nerf? I don't know, it seems fine. It runs Demon Hunter cards. They're pretty broken. I find someone playing Barnes. No, there's been a lot of Raza Priest players, but they're already starting to get scared away again because everyone's just playing Quest Mage. And Quest Mage is still broke back. I'm gonna play this first. If he has like an Acolyte, it's better. Dies to all the same removal anyways. I'm not gonna play this because of Potion of Madness. Just gonna leave this. This contests everything he plays until like turn 5. So it's kind of annoying for him. There you go.
Of course it's the right way.
You can count on me.
Alright, he can Potion of Madness and clear. I really don't give a shit. So the only way I lose this is if he has the absolute... So we played around that, by the way. If he has the absolute perfect hand of Raza Anduin and kills me on curve. It's literally the only way they win this matchup. But it happened to me twice yesterday. Actually, no. I faced Raza Anduin on curve 4 to 5 games I faced this deck yesterday. And I won 3 out of those 4. They always have it. They run like no card draw and they always have it. It makes no sense, but what can you do? I just don't have anything. I have actually nothing, so I might end up losing this. Won't be because of the spell count, though. Can tell you that already. We're already done. Oh, I got a spell into a spell. It's good. Necrozambo, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't know how they always have Ranzo 5 and an 8. Their deck barely runs any card draw. Like, it shouldn't consistently happen. Oh, of course he hits up Giant. Why not? Of all these other terrible shitty cards, he might as well hit a Giant. Seems right. Okay, well, that's really good. Sure. This quest is so hard to complete. Might just be getting... Oh, random evocation? Not bad. I'm at what? I'm not gonna overdraw here. What? This? That seems reasonable. Okay. I need to find a giant and I can win because I have what, 9 in hand, 16, 9, 25. Also have another evocation. If he wants to actually attack with this thing, if he wants to Anduin, he kills it off himself. They always have it though. I don't know how. Oh yeah, and the nerf didn't matter again. Whether we win or lose, again, it's irrelevant. But yeah, Raza Anduin, they always have it. Top decked it too. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, the only issue is I can't really kill the giant right now that he got randomly. So he's going for 1 mana spell. What's my... I have splitting and barrier. They do nothing. Okay. He didn't get the AoE. Which is kind of death for him unless he can remove this. I don't quite have lethal here, do I? 5 plus 8 plus... It's 13, 19, 24. I could find lethal. It's not guaranteed, though. I think we just do this shit. I have 5, 6, 14. 14 plus 9 is 25. I'd have to find lethal, and it's not guaranteed. It spooks me. I don't believe in my RNG, you know? There we go. There, we found our lethal. Random. Got it. Wow, another game where it didn't matter. We're at 0 of 10.